strong communities are the ones that are actually supporting entrepreneurs at the end of the day. Because if you don't have a strong community, economic community, a country does not really, it's not healthy for a country. So it's very important that communities actually get involved to support entrepreneurs in many different ways. It could be through NGOs, it could be through social and communities. And all this is to help entrepreneurs, giving them the support, giving them the sharing with them, and helping them to move on and keeping them healthy. Because as long as communities are not spending money, entrepreneurs cannot make money. Is the economic of the world depends on how much the community will spend. That is on the side of the community. But on the other hand, having said that, entrepreneurs too have to gain that respect from the communities that they are surrounded by. You need to actually project trust, credibility, integrity to be able to work with the community. Because communities cannot work with you if you do not have all that characteristics. And it's easier to work with entrepreneurs who actually practice those values. So it's going to be a win-win situation if we have both strong entrepreneurs who can work with communities who in turn will also give back to the entrepreneurs. It's paying it forward. Once upon a time when I was doing business, I never realized this. And then one day I realized that without communities put together and they become society, they don't give you the money, you don't have a business. So you owe a lot to the community. You need to pay it forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Yes, so we have
Thank you again. Okay, myself and several friends actually founded, of course, the Pro-Indonesia Foundation in 2010. Actually, the vision of our foundation is looking at what Indonesia is at that time and what Indonesia wants to be. One of the issues in Indonesia actually is the growth of the economy and the large populations, and we know that the unemployment is still high. So one of the things that we thought that will help, of course, the Indonesian economy and also supporting the communities and the people is creating jobs. And as we know also in Indonesia that because we have 200, maybe almost 260 million people, that's a lot of people going out of schools and trying to get jobs. And because entrepreneurship is not embedded yet in terms of the mindset in Indonesia, therefore so many people outside, when they go out of the schools, they still wanted to find jobs. So we thought that we wanted to create a new mindset and empower people through entrepreneurship. So we started this new journey. We have this, what we call the national movement, where we would like to develop entrepreneurs, especially the small, medium entrepreneurs. By statistic, in Indonesia, we have around 60 million actually micro, small, medium enterprises. So that's a lot actually. But you know the micro businesses are more informal. The one that we really need that can create actually a lot of leverage is actually the small and medium enterprises. So we wanted to develop these small and medium enterprises, but also to leverage the micro that has potential to move up the level. So we have the movement in 50 cities right now in Indonesia. We do coaching, we do mentoring. There's 6, just to elaborate a little bit. Our research finding in 2010, in Indonesia, we have 6 key issues of developing entrepreneurs. Number 1, when we survey, actually almost 90% of the entrepreneurs will say that their problems developing their companies or their business is capital. But actually that is not the case. So many local governments, also central government, actually gave money, and to help entrepreneurs, but it doesn't really help actually, because they don't know how to use that money to develop their businesses. So this is the key issue. So that's why number 1, our target is to develop their business acumen and also their business knowledge, and then try to help them and find the market. Because most of the entrepreneurs right now also, when we try to develop them, most of them are making their own business because of either hobby or that's their business before, that's how they do it. It's not because of the demand of the market, but because that's what they have. So this is also probably around reasons why they have this product or services. So we have 6 issues that we are trying to help and build the ecosystem. We help them in capacity building the knowledge, trying to help them in the market, capital, technology, also of course legal and administration, and then networking. So right now I think with this event, I think I'm very appreciated, yeah? And also I like to appreciate also me and of course all the friends from Malaysia and Singapore. I think Indonesia has a lot of potentials, I'm sure. My wife is a Malaysian, so a lot of my Malaysian friends also wanted to come to Indonesia. I hope I can come also to Malaysia and probably Singapore. I think in the spirit of collaborations, there's a lot of things I think that we can share together. I think in terms of technology, development, market and things like that. And I'm sure with this event and tomorrow also, there's a lot of advantages that I myself personally, but I think also you all. So that's I think from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Budi.
Okay, yeah, so last year I co-founded FAM, which stands for Female Entrepreneurs Movement, with my partner over there, Batam. So what we wanted to do was we wanted to create a community of entrepreneurs, female entrepreneurs, and we want to empower them to thrive in the online space, the digital space. So what we did was in April last year, this year, April, we had a digital boot camp in Singapore, and I'm pretty glad that on the little community that we have created for FAM so far, it was really heartwarming. We hope for the community to be more of a support system for these female entrepreneurs, so that we can support, we can rub each other's magic onto each other, inspire them to thrive in the online space and to for the benefit of their business. So in our bootcamp, what happened was we actually witnessed the young and the millennials business owners. They are mingling and building relationships with more senior and more mature business owners. And there's so much that we can learn from one another. And there were expats making friends with young locals, and we see people building relationships with those out of their social circle. So this is something that we want. We want to create a safe space for female entrepreneurs to get together, to learn from one another, to help their business thrive.
Something. Okay, so just exactly like Nisa is mentioning about that. Actually, it's about the whole idea of the network we are talking just on educatory. So right, maybe sometimes we see the gap. So we the whole line that I personally try to see the line that connecting these four organizations, which is I realize that we are trying to do something to accelerate to the level. Yeah, so that's what Rumor is doing as well. And SPM Indonesia, because I'm the volunteer for Batam as well, so I'm the part of the movement, so I can feel it, the spirit of it. So exactly because I witnessed myself on the event, and then now you're inviting me for your FAM boot camp dinner. Thank you, Bella, for the invitation. So that's when I did the event. To be honest, I feel the same spirit. That's why I invite a female entrepreneur movement to be part of this event. So okay, I will just open for the floor. So if you one of you like to have some question, then go to it. But I personally like to maybe ask Madam Camelia. So. What is your opinion maybe from the what we have had today? So maybe what's the kind of some expectation of maybe in the foreseeable future that we can see after this event? I just like to share some opinion from Madam Camelia. Let's go.
Well, I did sit down with some guys from Jogja. Where are you? I hope you're still around. Yeah, they're digital animation boys, and they were already extending an invitation for me to go to Jogja and catch up with them. And let's see how we can collaborate. I love this word that they used to talk about, collaborate. I'm a total believer in collaboration. When I did my business a long time ago, it was all mine. I don't want to collaborate. I don't want to have any partnership because I didn't trust anyone. I had those issues. But today, those terms, those characteristics, they cannot apply. You cannot be a one-person business person. You've got to collaborate. You don't have a choice. Otherwise, you cannot grow because there's so much that you can do alone. But you need a group of people, of some friends to work. I saw this tonight. I saw opportunities. I am a networking consultant. And every networking sessions that I go, I look for collaboration. If I don't look for myself, I will look for my root warmers, because that's our job. We connect. And this is why I told Elmi to do something like this. We need to connect, because once we connect, we build relationship.
This is where. So, but I saw this is not the case. So because this is not the case, I need to bring other people and say, look, let's go together and bring this and help them. They need the help, and we can help them. I think that's why, I think there's more the passions there, and me. And of course, hopefully someday, the return from Allah, when I die, maybe somebody can remember me about that. Thank you.
They're mentioning about the connecting resources to help from the more experienced people and supportive for the SME who need to increase their capacity. Yes. Lisa, share?
I think for me, okay, because we've been talking a lot about big corporations and SME, but I had a lot of experience helping home-based businesses. There is a lot, actually, a growing number of them in Singapore, and they are actually always very busy and they lack resources, and they're always alone, lonely. So I feel that having a community that helps to support them, we share resources, we share wisdom, we share experiences, learning journeys, and it's where that they can learn, that can help them. So actually, other than them, I also run She Creates Online, so it's an online platform. So where we share a lot of resources online. So you'll be amazed at a lot of things that you can do for the community just by being online. There's Facebook groups. You can do Skype calls, you can have webinars, you can even teach online nowadays, and it's easier. All these home-based businesses, they're mompreneurs, they don't have time to come to such events all the time. Some are part-time hustlers, they have full-time jobs, and I think it's very important. It's very important to create a community like this for them. To think about them too, because the opportunity is there for them. They actually honestly earn a lot, but it's very limited to the limited resources that they have. So if we can bridge opportunities, create these communities to connect people and create more opportunities to collaborate, I think it will really help them a lot. So that's one of the reasons why we did FAM, and the reason why I started She Creates Online as well.
Thank you so much, Nisha. And because of the time constraint, so we don't follow for another discussion. We just wrap up. So just one word for this discussion. So we'll bring more collaboration. We strengthen for every part is angle, every angle that we could possibly do it. So we just say that this will be just the beginning. Right? Can we agree on that? Thank you so much, Madam Camelia. You fly all the way here. You are not well today. Thank you so much for taking your precious time coming. I really feel very honored everybody is coming. And thank you, Lisa, with your family, your husband, Bella as well. Thank you so much for everything. So we will go proceed to the next session. Thank you so much,
Okay, thank you so much, Mrs. Almi Om, with the session, with the sharing session with the organization delegation from the entrepreneur movement from the 3 countries.